Good morning. Welcome to Monday. We're in a new week, jump-starting our week together. And I'm happy to be able to start my week right here with you guys. Just before we get started, it's always a great idea to start off with bringing your attention to your breath. Become just a little bit aware of how you're breathing. Breathe in through your nose specifically if you can. Direct the breath into your belly. Just imagine that you have a balloon inside your belly, and you can have that balloon fill up with air as you breathe in, and have that balloon empty itself again as you breathe out. And then two other things that really help with your meditation is having your space as dark as you possibly can have it. And if turning off the lights and closing the curtains doesn't make it dark enough, then a sleeping mask might be a great idea for you to cut out some external stimulation, and earphones. When you put earphones on, less outside noise, more of an inner experience. Good morning, Charlene. Hello, happy Monday. And Estelle, good morning, happy Monday to you. Right at the start of this new week, we have a new teacher for this week. And I particularly love her words and thoughts as we jump into this week together. Maggie, good morning, happy Monday. Somebody, good morning, happy Monday. Welcome to a new week. Right, our teacher for this week is Elizabeth Gilbert. I love Elizabeth Gilbert's work. I love her words. I love the way she thinks. And I think her thoughts on the week ahead are really inspiring. So let's get right into that. Anthony, hello dude, also seeing you there. Good morning. So when we start our week, we're looking to the week ahead. I like to look into the week ahead and think, well, what am I trying to create this week? What are the goals I want to try and reach this week? And so I was looking specifically on how she speaks about creating and creativity. She says, creativity does not belong exclusively to professional artists and geniuses. Take that to heart. We often speak about that on a Monday morning. Creating does not just mean art or photographs. We're all creating all of the time. Melanie, good morning. Happy Monday. So let's get this one again. She says, creativity does not belong exclusively to professional artists and geniuses. It is the birthright of every single human being. That's Rella, good morning, happy Monday. Creativity is our common heritage. You don't need to quit your job and move to Paris in order to lay claim to this heritage. All you have to do is clear some space in your life. Clear some space in your life. Clear it for what? Clear some space for whimsy, for invention, for sensory pleasure and play. And then the core of this is, most of all, you have to learn how to follow your curiosity more than you follow your fear. It is such a deep, basic human instinct for us to follow our fear more than anything else. It is simply a way we are programmed in order to survive, that we will almost naturally follow fear over everything else. We can turn it around, and she puts it beautifully. Most of all, you have to learn how to follow your curiosity more than your fear. So in this week ahead, see if you can make a note of curiosity and following curiosity more than your fear. Oh, you love her, Israela, I know you do. This is Elizabeth Gilbert. Elizabeth Gilbert is our teacher this week. Right, still speaking about being creative and creativity. She says, creativity itself does not care at all about the results. Creativity itself is not in it for the goal. The only thing it craves is the process. Creativity wants to be in the process of creating. Learn to love the process and let whatever happens happen without fussing too much about it. Work like a monk or like a mule or whatever other representative metaphor for diligence, but love the work. That is the lesson of this piece. Love the work. Destiny will do whatever it wants with you regardless, but love the work. And maybe figure out what is the work, what is the process that you would love to get into regardless of whether there's a result, regardless of whether or not there's a goal. What is a process that you can love getting into purely for the process? This is the best quote of this morning. The world is like a dropped pie most of the time. Just get the picture, a dropped pie on the kitchen floor. The world is like a dropped pie most of the time. Don't kill yourself trying to put it back together. Just grab a fork and eat some of it off the floor and carry on. The world is like a dropped pie most of the time. Don't kill yourself trying to put it back together. Just grab a fork, eat some of it off the floor, and carry on. Can you relate? Nothing is as organized or ordered as we'd like it to be. And it's never going to be. It's great to create structure and order in your life as much as you can. But for the most part, it's like a dropped pie. Grab a fork, eat, clean up if you need to, carry on. Last Thoughts says the same thing. Mistakes will be made. Failure will occur. You pick yourself up and carry on. I think we've set ourselves up beautifully for the week ahead. Are you ready to go? Let's get into it. You can close your eyes and let's float away on today's journey. Starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in. Let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. As you fill your belly with air, make yourself just a little bit taller. Stretch out your spine, and once you've reached your full height for the moment, let all of it go. As you breathe out, soften. Soften your spine, slump down your shoulders and drop your head. Your only goal right now is to lead your body to softness. And I'll remind you of what it is you're doing as you're leading your body to softness. You're leading your body into the softer part of your nervous system, away from potentially an activated survival nervous system into a calmer, softer, more creative nervous system. In our survival nervous system, we call it fight or flight for a reason. Everything in your brain and body wants to pay attention to only fighting or running while you are in your sympathetic nervous system. Your brain doesn't even want to give you access to any thoughts that are not thoughts about running or fighting. How many good conversations can you have while your brain only wants you to think about fighting or running? If you have to have a hard conversation, something that triggers you, how productive are your hard conversations when your brain is only allowing you thoughts of running or fighting? Right now, as you are leading your body to softness, you're switching nervous systems. And as you switch, much more becomes available to you. Because you're stepping over to your parasympathetic nervous system, your brain opens up to more thinking. You can have a more compassionate conversation. You can access more creative thinking. You can see things from your point of view and also from the other person's point of view. Would it be helpful to stop multiple times a day, lead your body to softness, and give yourself access to more of your brain? Take a moment to look into the week ahead and see how many times a day can you fit this in. Where are small spots in every day where you can stop for the moment, turn away from everything, put everything down, just breathe and soften. Let your head drop into your heart. It simply makes us more effective. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward. Roll out your neck muscles. Big half circles to the left and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. And see if you can curve your spine into an S from your head down to your tailbone. Which means as you tilt your head one way, you try and tilt your hips in the opposite. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch, move, or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having stepped into presence as much as we can turn inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a long, slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, feel into your body and feel your body soften. Pay attention to, are there any muscles that still need a bit of help softening? Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow. Your shoulders are slowly falling, your body is slowly softening, and you are slowly slipping deeper into you. and hold. As you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow. Really feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. As you're holding your breath, you're really coming home to you, holding you inside of you. Hold your breath only for as long as it's easy, followed by a long, slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, imagine sitting back, feeling your back touch your own chest. Feel your own arms wrap around you. This is how much you are able to hold you. Take your next big breath. Alright, let's look at the week ahead. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, paint a picture of your week. What does your week look like? Do you know of some of the things that are coming up this week that you could kind of glance over for the moment and remind yourself? Kind of rehearse what the week looks like in your mind. Take your next big breath. Let's call it differently. Do you have any goals you'd like to reach this week? When you get to the end of the week, are there boxes you would have liked checked? With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, paint a picture of what you'd like to have accomplished by the end of this week. Take your next big breath. It's good to have goals because they give us direction. How will we know what work to become busy with if we don't have a goal? Or as the philosopher Seneca said, for the person who doesn't know what port they're sailing to, no wind is favorable. But if our focus is only on the goal, then we miss really getting into the work at hand. I love the words that said, creativity doesn't really care about the goal. It cares about the process. It wants to be in the process of creating. In this process of creating, are you creating in fear or in freedom? Are you busy creating because there's a fear that if you don't create this, there'll be some kind of consequences, there'll be some kind of punishment? Let's explore that. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, ask the question deep inside of you, am I creating from a place of fear? Am I creating because I believe that if I don't do this, I'll be punished? Take your next big breath. We can create from a place of fear or freedom. We could be involved in the same creative process, have the same goal, and take the exact same actions. Or as she called it, curiosity. Are you able to follow your curiosity more than your fear? Are you creating from that place of freedom? where what you're creating is driven by your curiosity. Creating because creating is your birthright. Because you are a creative being who, in the absence of fear, will create at your highest potential. It's just natural. See how that sits with you. If you ask the question, am I creating in freedom? Am I following my curiosity? Take your next big breath. Let's ask the question differently. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, take this question to your soul. What does it look like when I create because I believe I can create whatever I want? What does it look like when I create because I believe I am free to create whatever I want? Take your next big breath. You can create from a place of lack or scarcity, which drives you to believe you have to create because you don't have enough. Or you can create from a place of freedom, where you have a knowing that abundance is available to you. And you can create whatever you want. Because why not create whatever you want? We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, invite softness into every fiber of your being. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. Just like setting a goal is a great idea for giving you direction, but don't keep your attention on the goal. Bring your attention to the process. In the same way, being organized, creating structure, having clear lines for you to know how to operate in is a great tool. As long as we don't expect the world around us to work that way all the time. Of course, we have to have a clear intention. Otherwise, we don't know which direction to step in. But we have to surrender to the fact that things flow in a way we don't always expect or understand. We have to be okay to constantly adjust. The world is like a dropped pie most of the time. Don't kill yourself trying to put it back together. Just grab a fork and eat some of it off the floor and carry on. Mistakes will be made. Failure will occur. You pick yourself up and carry on. We got about 2 minutes of silence left. Take a moment to remind yourself that none of this is going to play out the way you think it is. Of course, have your goals. Of course, have your intention. But see if you can also find some fun in eating a bit of pie off the floor. When you become okay with eating some pie off the floor and then moving on, all of this becomes easier. Check in with you in a minute or two. 100% committed to what I am trying to create. And also, which seems opposite, I have complete acceptance for however things turn out. I can start my day with a clear picture of exactly how I want my day to go. By the end of the day, I am completely surrendered to however the day turned out. And tomorrow, I'll start the day being 100% committed to what I want to create. These might feel like opposites, but they're only opposite sides of the same coin. It's a balance we can find. It is on the one hand creating with full intention, but on the other hand also letting go. My wish for you is to find a little bit of that balance this week. Commit fully to what you're creating without holding on so tightly to what you're creating. It is quite a journey. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for the privilege of standing at the start of a new week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the opportunity to create clarity for my week ahead. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the complete acceptance of dropped pies. At least in this moment right now, I have complete acceptance. I'll try and have that when the pies actually drop too. Take a deep breath in. And even though my human nature might start out with resistance to the things that are not going my way, here's what I'm thankful for. I know that at some point I do catch myself. And at some point I will remind myself, hang on, this is just a dropped pie. Grab a fork, eat some off the floor, move on. I know I'll get there. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for starting your week with us. Hey Vivian, good morning, happy Monday. Please have kindness and be gentle with you and all your good intentions. I do certainly still find myself becoming uptight because of a dropped pie, and I have to remind myself. But we do get better at it. It's a slow process. Anthony, I love that. I claim my own creativity. Thanks Estelle and Sunmuddy and Charlene. Wishing you a beautiful week. Lots of love to every single one of you. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.